again! Today I'm creating a little challenge for myself as a part of Secondhand September. If you are unfamiliar, Secondhand September is an initiative started by the charity Oxfam, which encourages people to only buy secondhand clothing in the month of September. This is, of course, to bring awareness to the climate impact that buying new clothes entails, especially fast fashion, and encourage people to shop secondhand and use what we already have. They run this initiative in September specifically to bring secondhand clothing into the conversation, especially around the hype for London Fashion Week, which also takes place in September. This is their 4th year running Secondhand September, and this year I decided I wanted to take part in my own little way. Besides only shopping secondhand clothing this month, which I unintentionally do several months out of the year anyway, I wanted to see if I could create a whole week's worth of outfits comprised of only secondhand clothing. This week I'll be hosting a stage at a festival, working my day job, and doing a little bit of relaxing as well. So I thought it would be a fun challenge to create secondhand outfits that can fit into all of these situations. And of course, I'll be taking you along on that adventure with me and doing a little vlog of it all. So first things first, I want to define what I am and am not including in the secondhand clothing definition. All of the clothing that I'll be wearing for this challenge will be secondhand. This includes items bought from in-person thrift stores, vintage shops, secondhand sites like eBay and Depop, or things I've bought at secondhand markets. I'm also including items I got from friends and family, as long as it came from their existing closet already. So no new items bought for me as a gift, but I am including items that I've gotten at clothing swap nights like I've thrown in the past, or when a friend or family member gives me something out of their own closet. Now I want to talk about what I won't be including in this challenge. Things I won't be including are base layers. Bras, underwear, tank tops that I wear under things. I just don't really thrift for these items for sanitary purposes, so they won't be included. I also won't be including shoes, as I gotta be comfortable on my feet for the week to come, and I just don't do a lot of thrifting for footwear. Finally, I'm trying to make most of my accessories secondhand as well, but I will admit there are some items that I have bought. All right, with all of that out of the way, it is time to start my 1 week of wearing only secondhand clothing items. My week of secondhand outfits starts out with one of my go-to casual looks. My blouse is vintage, which I got from eBay, and the skirt I made out of a thrifted duvet. I've added a black belt, which, while not secondhand, is handmade from a local maker, and a hair clip I thrifted just the other day. I decided to take myself out for a little browse around town, and I did not make it far before finding something. I found this sweet underskirt and vintage fabric at, very coincidentally for this video, my local Oxfam thrift store, and then went back home to drop the items off before continuing on my way. I stop at my favorite brunch place for a bit of food before coming home to pack for the festival, procuring another thrift find along the way. Today is our travel day, and we are going from Devon all the way to Kent on the other side of the country, so comfort was the most important thing for today's outfit. For this, I'm wearing my long black tiered dress, which I thrifted earlier this year. I've layered that with a little mock neck crop top underneath, a belt with my little hip bag, and that is as fashionable as you're gonna get when you're spending 6 hours in a car. We stop at our first service station of the day for a bit of food and a quick fit check before continuing on our way. One of the cool things about doing this drive is you actually pass Stonehenge and can see it from the road. Though I have to say, it is so bizarre seeing Stonehenge in this giant yellow field. It should be surrounded by lush green fields of England. But either way, it was cool to see the thing. And we continued on our journey before finally making it to Kent at the Smugglers Festival. We arrived just before sundown, so quickly threw up the tent, set up our sleeping bags, and took it pretty easy that night before the big days to come. All right, it is Friday, the first big day at the festival. I am so excited. It's been so long since I've been to a festival, and this festival is extra fun. Not only is it a smaller independent festival, which is amazing, those are my favorite ones, but my partner Ben and I are actually here because we are hosting a stage. So we're introducing the acts, drumming up support, encouraging people to take part, and just overall holding the space for both the artists and all the guests. I got ready in the tent, but it was already 10 billion degrees because it's still pretty hot. My My outfit for today includes a thrifted skirt I got from a local thrift store last year, that same mock neck that I thrifted long and long ago that I wore in yesterday's outfit, and a big fuzzy bear hat. Now this hat was a former roommate's of mine. It got mixed up in my stuff during a move, and I've sort of had it ever since. I thought this would be a fun day one look, like I am a bear in the woods, but I'm a bear who's come to life because I'm hosting a stage. Kind of like maybe a cottagecore desert Winnie the Pooh? Anyway, you have to pass through this really freaky farmer's field before making it to the copse of trees where the festival truly begins. Oh my goodness, and what an amazing space. And I love festivals like this because there is so much going on. There's music and food, of course, a well-being space with yoga and massages. We've got multiple craft tents, a sauna, the crab museum. It just had it all. But after having a quick little look around, it was time to get to work. I loved our little stage space because it can be used for so many different types of events. We had movement, vocal singing workshops, a presentation and workshop all about the magical worlds of forests and mushrooms. Oh, and some aerial hoop to mesmerize us in the evening. Now that our work was done for the first day, it was time for us to have a roam and enjoy the festival ourselves. And don't worry if you forgot your secondhand items as a part of Secondhand September, because there is a pop-up vintage shop at the festival as well. And I went to the pop-up crab museum and learned all about the magical history of crabs, which was actually really cool. I loved this aspect of this festival. Just having this little mini museum was so fun. Another one of the stalls was allowing people to screen print their own shirts. This was such a fun activity and memory to do at a festival. I'm an overpacker and I brought plenty more than I was gonna end up wearing, so I screen printed this shirt here. The rest of the evening was spent in good conversation, dancing to music, and telling stories around the bardic fire. All right, day 2 at the festival. Once again, it is super hot. I thought I was gonna do a bit of a work cosplay from Over the Garden Wall, but it was a little too hot to break out the cape, so I'm kind of going as magical gnome girl instead. For today's secondhand outfit, I have this blouse, which I got from a friend who was going to give some stuff away to the charity shop, my bodice, which I made from thrifted materials, and the skirt, which I got secondhand on eBay. The hat, while not secondhand, is handmade by me, and it was the big hit of the day. The compliments I got on this hat made me think I should start selling them. We had another really fun day of acts at the stage, starting with a 2-hour math lecture. Now I know what you're thinking, why? But this is a hot ticket item. It was awesome. It basically, let me know your maths questions and we'll talk about it. We then had Hannah Moole and the Moulettes, which was, wow, absolutely phenomenal. Next up, we're making some music together. Bring your own instrument if you had it, but there are ways to participate if you didn't.
After that, we did some exploring and enjoyed the festival until the evening when legendary Ethiopian keyboardist Hailu Murgia came to the stage to play in an Ethiopian jazz trio.
They were incredible. Oh my gosh, it was just like the best energy, amazing music, and it really just set off the rest of the night to be such a fun vibe. Right, Sunday we are feeling sleepy, but you know I'm out here with another outfit. This time I am wearing my thrifted dirndl and apron set and a thrifted pink peasant style blouse, all of which I've gotten at local thrift stores over the last couple of years. And I have to say, day 3, although I am tired, I am feeling just like so pumped up from this festival. Have a bit of a quieter day on a Sunday, some singing mamas around the fire in the morning. But the main gig for the stage for today is 3 Acres and a Cow, a history of land rights and protest in folk song and story. Now, I didn't record during their event because they asked us not to, but as a girl with a strong sense of justice and, feeling the squeeze with the cost of living crisis, and this really got me fired up and also like, oh, we've been fighting this battle for so long. It was such a cool and powerful show. Now, we left after 3 Acres and a Cow to make it home in good time, after stopping and getting a henna tattoo from some enterprising young children, of course, because we wanted to make it home in good time, so we left at 3 p.m. to get home by 9 and enjoy the rest of the evening. Our car broke down. I will admit as well that I also had a little bit of a breakdown after extroverting it up for the last few days and having a lovely and wonderful time. This introvert was at her wit's end and I think was just tired and cranky and just wanted to be home with her little cat. But we eventually got taken to the nearest service station to await collection to bring us home to our actual town. And of course, I had to get a little bonus fit check at the service station. This rain jacket is also secondhand, of course, given to me by my mother-in-law. You could see I cried all my makeup off. So, yeah, made it home by 3 a.m. And for the last day of my week of wearing only secondhand outfits, we have one very tired Salinda. Now, this is a girl who's had about 4 hours of sleep and has to work the old day job. My secondhand outfit for today is one of my favorite vintage Laura Ashley dresses, gotten from a local thrift store. This is a girl who could only throw on a single item in the morning. She's awake, refreshed, and ready as we can see. And of course, as fate would have it, it ended up being one of the busiest days I've had at work in a long time. Ooh, and I guess it wasn't the last day. The last day of thrifted outfits was on Tuesday. Now that has been a busy and full week of fun, so I spent most of the day with the cat on my lap in these amazing sweatpants that I got from my university's Lost and Found back in the day. They are Salinda and cat approved. So there you have it. That is my 1 week of wearing only secondhand clothes as a part of Secondhand September. I would love to know what you thought of my outfits. Did you enjoy coming with me during my festival experience? And I would like to challenge you to try to do something similar. You don't have to do a full week, even just dedicating like 1 or 2 days of wearing an entirely thrifted outfit is a really fun challenge. When I started packing for my weekend away, I found that it was actually a little bit more difficult than I thought to create an entirely thrifted outfit. Not because I lack the items, as you can see, I got plenty of clothes. But I'm so used to mixing and matching, everything in my wardrobe that focusing on just thrifted items was a really fun challenge and caused me to reach for pieces that maybe I've been neglecting a bit because I've been relying on other things for my wardrobe. It's interesting. You should try it. If you do, I would love to know your experience. And I'd love to know if you're participating in the No Buying New Clothing initiative for Secondhand September. Thank you so much for watching if you made it this far. If you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate if you could like it. And if you want to see more from me, please subscribe. I upload new videos almost every Friday. I hope you have a great day wherever you are, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye!